So, congratulations on your
you.
tour. We're so excited to be here. On what day is this? How many spots have you hit so far?
This is the third or fourth show.
So it's in the beginning.
Lost track. yeah, we still got a ways to go.
Great. Well, congratulations again.
Thank you.
So, like I said before, I read you were discovered by Pharrell Williams on YouTube. So tell us a little about how that came about.
Yeah, I was on YouTube about like 3.5 years before I got discovered. I didn't even start off by posting singing videos on YouTube. I didn't realize there was that wide variety of YouTube videos. So I noticed people were singing like their favorite covers, and so I tried it. And after a while, I started like gaining this fan base. So I thought it was really cool, and it boosted up my confidence because I was always like the shyest girl ever, and I'm still a little shy, but I mean, 3 years ago I hated singing in public, and now I don't mind it. I love it. So.
Great. Well, that must feel amazing that, you know, even before you were discovered, that fans were latching on. How did that make you feel? You know, we were doing some research, and, you know, people would say, oh, you know, we had such a terrible day, and then we listened to your music, and we were just inspired and brightened our days. How does that make you feel as an artist and as a person?
It definitely like brightens up my day. I mean, vice versa. It's cool because I get a lot of like people in the military also, like they'll just be like, yeah, like my I don't know what you call it, but like their group, like they watch my videos together, and like to hear someone say that my videos, you know, make a difference in their day, that's awesome. It makes my day. So.
Good. So what's it like touring with Chris Allen and Lifehouse, two pretty big names in the industry?
Yeah, it's unreal still. I mean, I remember my cousin used to have a bunch of like Lifehouse CDs laying around, and my best friend and I, we would jam out on the guitar to You and I Both. And Chris Allen, like I've been following him since Idol. He was my favorite idol, and I mean I'm on tour with him, and it's crazy.
So were you a big fan of Idol, or you just started getting into it towards the end?
I'm a fan of Idol. Yeah, that's one of the few TV shows I watch. So.
Okay, great. So your new EP album was just released on the 12th. What's the response been like? Have you received, you know, good response, bad response? What's it like?
A good response so far. I mean, I'll be browsing a little bit on YouTube, and I'll read a comment here and there saying, you know, they love my EP, and I even saw a couple of people singing the duet that's on the EP tonight, so that
I was singing Cali, Cali, Cali. I actually first heard it today because I've just been out of work for a while, but I love it. Absolutely love it. I said to her, I said, I hope she does Cali, Cali, Cali next. And she did, and I was so excited. So
awesome.
Congratulations with that one. So what's your writing process like?
My writing process.
Do you write everything on the album, or?
Yeah, I co-wrote most of the songs on the album. Usually, I'll think of a chord progression first, so like music on the guitar, and then I'll throw in like a melody, and I'll write lyrics to it.
And what inspires your lyrics?
Life experiences. So, I'd say like most of the songs on the album are a reflection of myself and experiences I've had in life.
Great.
In the past.
So, what's the overall concept of your album? What do you want to portray to your fans? You know, what kind of music you produce?
Like the genre, the style.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pop album, but there's definitely some like funk and soul in there, and it's a naive album. I mean, most of these songs, again, their personal experience, and yeah, I think like when people hear it, they can like hear that I'm new to this and I'm experiencing things for the first time in my life. So.
Great. So if you could choose one person to collaborate with, who would it be?
Jason Mraz.
Jason Mraz.
Yeah.
Have you met Jason yet?
Yeah, I met him in Austin, Texas. We had some barbecue together.
Okay, how was that?
It was awesome.
Were you starstruck?
Yeah. He was giving me a lot of great advice, and I was just kind of like
dazed and confused.
Yeah.
So do you have, other than Jason, do you have any other musical inspirations? Anyone, you know, old, young, you know?
Definitely. Corinne Bailey Rae. She's also like another of my influences. Joss Stone. I lean more towards the acoustic kind of soulful artists.
Right. So when did you start learning guitar?
I've been playing guitar about a year and a half, I think. So yeah, it wasn't until I picked up the guitar that I started writing my original music. So.
Great. So do you have any pre-rituals before you go on stage? I know you said you're a little bit stage fright or nervous, as anyone would be. Do you have anything that you do beforehand? A chant, a dance, anything?
I'm still kind of learning, about like rituals and stuff, but I noticed like I was jamming a little bit on a spare guitar, and that calmed me down a little bit. And those halls, the breezers, the cough drops, those are delicious, and they soothe your voice. So.
They're good for singers, definitely. So, do you remember your first performance ever?
Yeah. It was terrible. I was a cheerleader, and we were at this like initiation get together, and I remember this one girl on the squad could sing a little bit, and she sang, and I remember being really jealous because like I was so shy, and I was just like, man, I wish I wasn't so shy so I could sing in front of everyone. I wish they knew I could sing too. But I tried, and I was so nervous and so shaky that I couldn't do it. So, but yeah, and then there's a couple more. But,
cool.
yeah.
So a few more questions. I don't want to keep you held up.
Okay.
Being so young in the music industry, what pressures have you faced so far?
Myself as a person, I'm very like soft-spoken, and I don't say much, but I feel like other artists out there are so like alive and crazy and loud, and it just seems that way for some reason. And for a while it kind of like kind of scared me. I was just like, what if my personality doesn't cut it? But I'm getting to know myself as a person, and my true self is coming out, and that's who I am. And every time I step on the stage, it's like, I don't know, it's cool. I get to show who I am on stage, and I guess that's it. Did that make sense?
That made sense.
All right, cool.
So where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years from now, other than older?
Probably a world tour. Wait, is that too soon? A world tour in 5 years?
No, 5 years now.
No? Okay,
You're
awesome.
good. You're good.
Grammys, winning Grammys. What else? Maybe like side things, like maybe opening like a coffee shop or like a little clothing line or something. I love vintage jewelry. I'd like to do something
Me
like
too.
that.
I just started making rings from like old vintage stuff. I pull it apart and put it together.
Way?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I can give you my ideas, and then you can sell it since you're the popular one.
I'll give you props too.
Okay, that sounds good. So that's pretty much it for my questions. I just want to thank you for taking the time out to speak with us.
No problem.
If you ever need a female backup singer, call me. That's like my lifetime dream to do that. So
Really?
yeah. So
I'm doing it, so you can do it too.